a WikiVidi documentaries production. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Enjoy. Keith Flint. Keith Charles Flint was an English vocalist, dancer and motorcycle racer. He was a founder member of the electronic dance act The Prodigy. Starting out as a dancer, he became the frontman of the group and performed on the group's two UK #1 singles, Firestarter and Breathe, both released in 1996. He was also the lead singer of his own band Flint. He owned a motorcycle racing team, Team Traction Control, which won 3 Isle of Man TT races in 2015 and competed in the British Supersport Championship. Early life. Flint was born in Redbridge, London, to Clive and Yvonne Flint, on the 17th of September 1969. Clive Flint was the son of a German Jewish immigrant and worked as an engineering consultant. Keith Flint was initially raised in East London, but in the mid-1970s his parents moved out to a quiet suburban cul-de-sac in Springfield, Essex. His childhood was described as unhappy and he feuded with his parents, who parted when he was young. He attended the Boswell's School in Chelmsford and moved to Braintree after leaving school. Flint was described as being a bright boy with dyslexia, and was disruptive in class. He was expelled from school at the age of 15. Flint then worked as a roofer and later enthusiastically embraced the acid house scene of the late 1980s. Music career. In the late 1980s Flint met DJ Liam Howlett at local rave club The Barn in Braintree and said he liked Howlett's taste in music. After receiving a mixtape from Howlett, Flint came back with great enthusiasm, insisting that Howlett should be playing his tracks up on stage and that Flint, along with friend Leroy Thornhill, would dance to them. Flint, Howlett and Thornhill were joined by MC Max in reality and became a successful electronic dance act called The Prodigy. In 1996, just prior to the release of The Prodigy's third album, Flint moved from being a dancer for the group to being its frontman when he performed vocals on the hit single, Firestarter, the accompanying video showcasing Flint's new and soon iconic punk look. This trend continued with the next Prodigy single, Breathe, on which Flint sang lead vocals, with Maxim backing him up. The 1997 album The Fat of the Land featured Flint's vocal contributions to several tracks, namely, Breathe, Serial Thriller, Fuel My Fire, and Firestarter. In 2002, the single, Baby's Got a Temper, was released. Flint did not perform vocals on the next Prodigy album, Always Outnumbered, Never Outgunned, although he did appear on the Hot Ride El Bata remix, on the Hot Ride single. The Prodigy album Invaders Must Die was released on the 23rd of February 2009 and featured vocals by Flint on multiple tracks. Flint released a single titled War with dubstep artist Casper in 2012. Flint experimented with solo projects, including his punk rock bands Flint and Clever Brains Fryin'. Flint's debut album, Device, was cancelled before its release, leaving Aim 4 as their only single to be commercially released. Motorcycle racing. Flint was a keen motorcyclist. He rode 2,400 kilometers from England to southern Spain to attend the 2007 Spanish Motorcycle Grand Prix and also raced in club competitions. He rode with Lee Thompson of the band Madness. He had his own motorcycle team, Team Traction Control, which competed in the British Supersport Championship as part of the British Superbike Championship. In 2015 Team Traction Control machines won 2 Isle of Man TT races, ridden by Ian Hutchinson. Personal life. Flint dated television presenter Gail Porter. The couple split in 2001. In 2006 Flint married Japanese DJ Mayumi Kai, who performed as DJ Ghetto Super Mega Bitch. The couple were reported to be separated at the time of Flint's death. Flint had a tattoo across his stomach of the word inflicted, a reference to a lyric in Firestarter. Flint was notoriously difficult on transatlantic flights. On one occasion he had to be restrained from kicking down the door to the cockpit. In contrast, Flint was also a great lover of animals, and was an enthusiastic twitcher. In 2014, he bought and renovated the Leather Bottle pub in Pleshey, Essex and became a popular landlord. Flint kept a jar in which customers were required to put £1 if they made a Firestarter joke as he lit the pub's fire. He ended his connection with the pub without explanation in 2017. Flint had lived at a 15th-century Grade II listed country manor near Dunmow, Essex. He had a small flat track in his back garden, where he rode some of his motorcycles, and also kept several dogs and horses at his home. Death. Flint's final public performance with the Prodigy was on the 5th of February 2019 at the Trust's Arena in Auckland, New Zealand. On Saturday the 2nd of March 2019 Flint took part in the Chelmsford Park Run, for the third consecutive week, in which he achieved his personal best time. On the 4th of March 2019, just after 8:10 a.m., Essex police were called to Flint's home in North End, near Great Dunmow, Essex, in response to concerns for his welfare. Flint was pronounced dead at the scene and the police did not treat the death as suspicious. It was later confirmed at an inquest into his death that he had died as a result of hanging. The coroner adjourned the inquest until 23 July for a full hearing. Later that day, bandmate Liam Howlett stated in an Instagram post that Flint had taken his own life. The official band website then went black with an announcement of his death, and the Prodigy announced that they had cancelled all forthcoming shows, including a booking at the 2019 Glastonbury Festival. The next scheduled Prodigy performance was to be Welcome to Rockville on the 3rd of May 2019 in Jacksonville, Florida, United States. Following his death, many musical artists and music industry figures from around the world paid tribute to Flint, including Brian May, Jimmy Page, The Chemical Brothers, James Blunt, Boy George, Gary Newman, Foo Fighters, Ellie Goulding, Daniel Johns, Annie Nightingale, Serge Pizzorno, Clint Mansell, Frank Turner, Azealia Banks, Dizzy Rascal, Lupe Fiasco, Example, Rue Reynolds, Andy C., Ho 9909, John Lydon, Pete Tong, and Ben Drew. Many tributes highlighted Flint's gentle temperament, illustrating a personal kindness, politeness and generosity that contrasted with his energetic and sometimes aggressive stage persona. Fans used the hashtag Firestarter for #1 on social media in a campaign to try to get the song Firestarter to #1 in the UK singles chart as a mark for respect for Flint and to raise awareness for male suicide in the UK. Brought to you by WikiVidi Documentaries. Would you like to know more?